Hi, this is Bharaton Sibodu, studying Masters in Data Analytics at National College of Ireland. Today I am going to describe you my research and computing project and its objectives and the methodology which I am going to approach. The title which I have chosen is Improving Prediction Rates of Dengue Fever Outbreak Using Machine Learning Techniques. So, going to the introduction of the selected topic actually. Dengue is one of the deadly diseases which is caused by a mosquito bite. It was once spread worldwide, and most of the affected regions have had a great loss for the human life. Of all the affected regions, Malaysia is one of the regions which is mostly affected. So this bite actually create comes from the mosquito. So after the bite, the symptoms of illness like fever and vomitings are common in the first few days, and later on it affects the brain and makes us unconscious, and then si- transfers our situation into coma, and then thus leads to death. So, as there's a saying that prevention is better than cure, here prevention is completely in hands of data analysts because there is no medicine edge discovered by the science or the scientists. So, the data scientists are continually collecting the data of the recent and the historic variables when the dengue is outspreaded, and they're actually doing some analysis over the data and predicting the accuracies like when this dengue is again outspreaded based on those variables. So those accuracies are actually considered by the local governments so that they can take the preventive measures uh, to help the local citizens. So the value of this topic is if there's anything that a data scientist is learning for or is trying to do for the healthcare field, it's like using his intellectual skills and improving an existing technology or creating a new innovation which makes some better accuracies in predicting the health issues. So doing some research over the past works and implementing our data analytical skills for the improvement of existing technologies and evaluating better prediction rates. It seems like it is quite useful for the healthcare field and also in dividing movement for the data analytic field. So for this, I have actually gone through most of the papers which were published in the last 20 years, of which the different techniques of machine learning have been used for many researchers, data analysts for the prediction of Dengue outbreak, and they have achieved an appreciable success, but they are not so adequate enough to be reliable on. Some of the better technologies which proved better in these prediction rates of dengue fever are NRMX model, manifold learning, cluster-based regression, entropy, and artificial neural network. Based on the review of selected articles, I came to know that the each technologies and achieved accuracies are not adequate enough because relying on them wouldn't actually save the local citizens from the outspread. The articles which I have gone through, they use most of the dataset attributes like humidity, rainfall, precipitation, recent dengue cases reported in the hospitals, and the pathogen counts, etc. So for this, my methodology and the way I am going to approach in this topic is like most of the current accuracy prediction situations, there are few techniques which show better prediction rates when compared to one they are done before. Of all them, decision trees, neighbor bias, and random forest can predict better accuracies. So my research will be predicting dengue fever using these techniques and will be improving the existing accuracy rates because the existing predicted rates are not so high. The data which I have chosen for this project it will be consisting of 2000 rows and will be having attributes like temperature, humidity, rainfall, and I am actually involving a new attribute which is uh, trees, percentage of trees count at that ground. So before implementing my selection approach, I will be processing the basic steps like data cleaning, transformation, extractions, and the pre-processing steps like normalizations that were needed. So I'm going to tell you like two of the models which I'm going to do in my research project. Of them, the first technique which I'm going to approach is the decision tree algorithm. In this, the process is like the culturing the data set and then it will be pre-processed for cleaning and then the removing of null values which are not useful for the further analysis, and then the final data set has been prepared. This final data set has been taken as a model, and for this model the selected approach which is the decision tree algorithm is implemented, and after the implementation of that, prediction rates and the accuracy rates have been evolved and these can be used further. And the second model which I have chosen is the naive based model. This is divided into two steps. Like first, the data set is divided into two types: training data and the testing data. You can see in the training data set it will be first pre-processed and then the selection of feature has been made. And then the classification has been implied, which is in our case is the naive bias, and then finally our model is taken out. And for this model, test data has been found out, and that test data has been implemented on this selected model, and thus the result prediction of accuracy will be achieved. So in this case, I want to acknowledge few of the members which are supported through my entire research. I would like to thank School of Computing Department, National College of Ireland for the course structure followed, and was also thankful for Dr. Kasim Mulva for sharing our knowledge, improving skills, and presenting the selected topic and backing up during the entire module. There are some differences which I have gone, and these are the references which are published on this particular topic dengue over the past 20 years. Let's see the references which I have used for the literature review sections. This is it. Thank you.